me to share with you regarding mixed methods. Okay? Okay, so this is the last part of today's session. And this is from my own experience, the do's and the don'ts. What you should do and what you should not do in writing your research design. Okay, first of all, do write only the relevant points. Write only the things that is relevant to your research. One very simple example just now. Okay, just now when we are discussing these slides, time horizon, we know that there are two types of time horizon, cross-sectional and longitudinal. So if your research is using cross-sectional, then you just only explain cross-sectional. Don't explain longitudinal time horizon. Explain only the things that is relevant to you. If your unit of analysis is individuals, then you only explain individuals. You don't have to explain the others. So write only relevant point. Point number two and point number three, explain your ideas clearly and thoroughly and justify each of your ideas. They are relevant lah. So if let's say you would like to use, you would like to use cross-sectional time horizon, then you have to write it clearly. You have to tell your examiners or your panel why do you want to use cross-sectional time horizon. You have to justify, give reasons, justify. Okay, I have seen some of the proposals. The students, they can explain the concept well. For example, time horizon, they can explain it very clearly in their proposal, but they can't justify. That means that they did not write in their proposal why did they want to use that particular method. So you need to justify. For example, you say, okay, I want to use cross-sectional time horizon. You have to tell why. You have to explain why. Why cross-sectional? Because this reason, and this reason. So you have to give reasons, justify your ideas. And then after you have justified your ideas, you have to support your ideas. You have to tell examiners, what I plan, what I suggest is correct. How to show that it's correct? Show evidence. And then students normally will ask me, evidence? What kind of evidence? Past research, previous research. For example, you write in your research design, I want to use cross-sectional. I use cross-sectional in this research because of all the reasons here, blah, 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 blah. Then you add in evidence. In previous research done by John 2010, John also used cross-sectional research, blah, 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 blah. Support your ideas, support your justifications with evidence. Because sometimes some examiners, some panel will ask, how do you know that it's correct? How do you know that what you plan can be done? So if you have evidence, then you can answer that question. You can tell the examiner, I know that this is correct. I know this can be done because it has been done by someone else. Support your ideas with sufficient evidence. And then the last one, write only what you understand. Don't write whatever that you don't know. Okay, don't write the things or whatever that you don't know. Write only what you know. Because sometimes examiners or the panel may ask you to explain. If you're not able to explain, then you may be in trouble. Okay, so these are the do's. What are the don'ts? First of all, don't do too many things in one research. Okay, normally during the first or second meeting, the students will tell me, oh sir, I want to do this. First, I want to study whether these 5 factors influence the performance or not. And then I want to see after the performance, what will happen to the company. And then what company do. So sometimes you may want to do too many things. You may want to cover too many things in one research. Don't do that. Okay, you only have 3 years for PhD. You have 3 semesters for masters. Don't do that. Okay. Second, don't write a textbook. What does it mean by don't write a textbook? That's what I told you just now. Some students, they like to explain everything. all those points that are relevant or not relevant, they will explain. Okay, because they want to show to examiners they read a lot of books. It's not wrong to show to examiners you read a lot of books, but you don't have to write everything in the proposal. Irrelevant points, points that are not relevant to your research, don't write, don't explain, because you are not going to write a textbook, you are going to write a proposal for your research. Okay, and then the next one is don't repeat the same point. The previous DRP that I attended, that student made this mistakes. That student made this mistake. She keep on repeating the same point. For example, she write like this. This is a quantitative research. The researcher will blah 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 blah. And then the next part, as this research is quantitative, the researcher will blah 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 blah. And then in research instrument, she writes again. As mentioned before, this research is a quantitative research. Thus, questionnaire is suitable, blah, 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 blah. And then during data analysis part, she writes again. The quantitative methods used in this research, blah, blah, blah. Hey, come on, lah. I know your research is quantitative, but you don't have to keep on repeating the same point. Okay, don't repeat the same old stories for so many times, lah. Okay, so avoid repeating the same point, because sometimes it's a bit annoying, you know, for the examiners, for the readers. You keep on repeating the same things. You think I'm that old. You think that I cannot remember all those things. I can remember. So sometimes it's a bit annoying. So do not repeat the same points for so many times. And don't write what you are not sure. Okay, so this point is relevant to just now. Write only what you understand. Write only what you know. Okay, so that's all for my sharing today. So I hope what I have shared with you, the information that I've given to you, can help you to get some ideas regarding what to write in your research design. So this is my email. So if you have anything that you would like me to help you, or if you have anything that you would like to ask me, you can email me. Okay, you can email to my Yahoo mail, or you can email to my official UITM's mail. Okay, so I'm from Faculty of Business and Management. So I think that's all for our sharing session today. So if you have any questions, maybe you can ask.
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for the information sharing.